I'm
these little
telling
wiggly things, you know.
a new story or a joke idea that I'm telling on stage, but I can tell you now. But because my great aunt Helen, still alive, they didn't know she was deaf until she was 9, and so fully. So they just put her in like a special class because they thought like she was like a little slow or something. And
Dude,
she's deaf.
if that ain't the old world for you, I don't know. Like,
but
9?
That's like the point I'm trying to make in this joke idea is like, because everything's moving fast and people don't have. She's still alive. I'm not talking about Davy Crockett. Like she's here.
Yeah.
So it's like that's how old. Like that's how fast we're moving.
She's advanced.
Yeah.
A person who's still alive today lived a decade of deafness without people even knowing.
And they just were like, yeah, she's a little like we got
Even
another
like her
we got another
family?
room for it. No one knew.
Her family wasn't like, hey, can you hear this? Like,
No, they just thought. They put her in another room. I mean, that's what they did.
just put her in another room. This one's good, put him in that room.
Yeah.
This one's bad, put him in that. We got a lemon.
She just can't hear.
Holy shit.
I tell a story of I was tested. My mom had me tested when I was like 3 for special needs, and then brought me back when I was like 6. She was like,
try it again.
She was like, I don't think you guys did it right.
They must have mixed up the results, right?
I like started kindergarten. She's like, you guys might want to run that test back.
That is very funny.
That's the best.
That is great.
I wish that happened to
sure?
me. That's how exciting that meant. Like that's so funny to be at 3 and then be like, I don't know. Like get a second opinion. Your mom got a second opinion on you being special.
That means like when she got the good news that
she got
was
the
just
good
like,
news that your son is normal.
Yeah.
Everything's rocking.
I guess that to think about it, that would be like, oh well, now he's just dumb.
Something else is wrong,
right? Yeah. It's like that means. Of course, you don't want that diagnosis, but it's like, all right, it's not my fault or whatever. This is just like, oh, I got a dumb kid and I'm doing a bad job.
And then you cut to you going, y'all need a screen door, and your parents are like, your mom's like, I mean, look who's telling us, you know what I mean? Like, how many times are we going to, like, she might do it again now if she could. Like, she's just, you're an adult now, so she can't. But if you went to her and said, do you want me to go get tested again? She'd be like, I don't think it's bad. It's like we're just in a different, we know so much more.
Yeah.
We know so much more.
The medical profession is advanced.
Well, you got like even I'm 43. I mean, no one tested for anything, even my age. Like, it's crazy.
My mom is always like, all 3 of you kids would be on the spectrum.
Yeah.
Like you were weird with your clothes, you were weird with your food, you were weird with noises and sounds. Like everybody would have a something. They just thought you were weird. They just put you in another room.
It's all going to end up coming back around to you're just going to be back to normal.
Yeah.
Because it's like if you do test everybody, you're going to find out, everybody's got it. And so we're going to do all this where everybody's getting separated to then back to like, well, let's just go back to.
Yeah. Put them all together.
Just put them all together.
Yeah.
It's all normal.
When we were in that green room, we were taking a picture, and Bert's fucking half naked and loud and drunk, and he's going to put his arm around everybody, and he just spills his tequila soda, like right down Nate's like head,
face, jacket,
shoulder, jacket, hood. And it was like the one guy in the green room who was sober, so it feels like extra bad. I felt like it was gonna be like the Wicked Witch, like he was gonna start melting or something. Like I don't do the alcohol anymore.
I just got started again. All right, you
got a whiff of
what is this talking about?
It was. I mean, I remember seeing that.
He just was like, "Come on," and then just turned it.
That smile for the camera. Poured it down. The one dude who was like, not that anybody wants to get a fucking drink spilled on them, but
I think if you're back there with Bert, like it's
anything goes, man.
Yeah, I mean that green room was a lot.
After he left, he got me doing a meatball luge.
What is that?
Like like ice luge with alcohol.
Yeah,
they rolled meatballs down it.
Yeah,
that's catching them in my mouth.
Wow. Yeah, and y'all went to Amsterdam with this guy.
Yeah, for real. I'd rather do the meatball. He was doing tequila, and some of them he was pouring quite a heavy pour. And I don't need a mouth. I think you were doing mouthfuls.
Well, I think it was my fault that they started being heavy pours because he.
Yeah, I saw yours. You were like, "Come on."
I went. I'm not 12. Like, and I can see in Bert's eyes. He was like insulted.
Okay,
he was like, "All right, here you go."
Yeah.
And then everyone else had to.
I was hiding.
It's hard to gauge.
Yeah.
like how much you're pouring.
Yeah, 'cause
when
you
it's
don't see it like go.
yeah,
up
you
in
don't
the
see it
cup.
go up. It goes
Yeah.
all the way down, so it looks like it's not a lot.
Yeah.
but it's got to be 2 or 3 shots worth.
Sure
Are you getting
you're
it
doing at
all in
least
your
that.
mouth too?
Yeah, it was both of mine were controlled enough pours that they were just like easy. I mean, I've done ice luges before where it's a fucking mess, like in college and shit like that. But those were 2 pretty seamless ice luges.
How do you get ice luges in college? Like you can buy them or do you make them?
We buy them. I was in like a
There you
frat in
go.
college.
I promise you that.
Yeah.
You ain't making a fucking ice luge.
We did build pirate ships though. We were. I mean, I would kind of observe. I was the foreman of the group.
What does that mean?
So like I was in Pike, and we like our big party of the year was like Pikes of the Caribbean.
Okay.
And like in our courtyard we'd have this big fucking pirate ship.
How big?
Pretty sizable. And like people would like pour shots out of it, and
Like
you could walk on
size of this room?
it. Probably the length of this room. Yeah, half the width maybe.
What the? Fuck?
Yeah, I mean, again, I had nothing to do with it, but like,
watch
they were
it.
all just like panhandle Florida boys who knew how to do it, and I would kind of sit there and go, like,
Do you
"Yeah,
know how
looks
to do
good."
that shit?
Build a no.
Like, are you handy at all?
no.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite jokes of yours is when you talk about when you went to community college and you're taking like remedial classes, and they're like you have to get used to early mornings, and you're basically gonna be doing manual labor your whole
We
life.
do all manual labor. All our classes were outside because they're like, you will all be working outside one day. And I worked outside until I started comedy. I never.
What were you doing?
I delivered batches.
That's when you almost got shot, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
yeah. It was a meter reader.
You were a meter
You were like a
reader?
meter
For,
maid? Like writing
no,
tickets?
water. Water
yeah,
meter
yeah,
reader.
Oh.
And then, I did that. Every job I had was outside. I worked, I think I told you, I did one inside, and they moved me down to the mailroom.
Right.
And so every job I had was like, you're going to be outside. There's no like real office. FedEx, I did FedEx here. I dog walks here.
We see no future with you. There's
Yeah,
no
I
way
mean,
you'll even.
just-
You're not even allowed in the building.
No, there was no reason. There was never a building. I think I would have just stayed outside. Like,
How long? When did you make the switch?
2000. From like full time.
Well, so what? I'm sure you're probably doing both at the same time, right?
Yeah. At the
And
beginning,
when did
you're
you
doing
drop
like,
the outdoor gigs?
So I got married in 2006, and then so that helped because then my wife had a regular job. So it's probably 2008,
How-
7, 8,
How old are you?
43.
Oh, you're a little bit older. So you were like mid 20s when you got married.
Yeah, 26.
26. This is a little early, but not, I thought we were the same age for a second. Like 21.
You got married at 21?
No.
Oh.
That's like 2006. You would have been like.
Yeah,
my
people
age
get
when I was-
married. I mean, 26 was almost late
That is-
in the South.